If you have been my follower for quite some time now, you will know I'm happily married. And I want to share the secret with you. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Loveth Onojaeme. In today's video, I want to share the secret of marriage with you, single lady, you about to wed, and those who are already married. Probably you're having one or two challenges. I don't know, maybe this advice can help. So, number one, keep communication open. Sometimes when people get married, we tend to abuse each other. Like, we talk to each other anyhow. We don't wait for one another to reply before we jump into a conclusion. For instance, you called him and he was busy. You just assume. Maybe he doesn't want to talk to me today. Maybe, oh, I don't think he's in the right frame of mind. You have concluded that he is not in the right frame of mind. But in the real sense, he has something he's currently doing that is taking his attention. So assumption can lead to abuse. Yes, verbal abuse from each of the partners. So I always advise single ladies, especially those who are about to wed and newlywed, that not assume just because someone did not pick your call at the time they usually pick your call does not mean they are cheating on you. Please, or they're angry with you. So we just say, oh, maybe he's angry with me because of what I said in the morning or because of what I said in the evening. So most people tend to like, hey, they judge just because of simple issues that happen. Okay, so don't assume. Number two, listen. Listening is part of love. If you listen to people when they talk, you tend to understand them. But if I talk and you talk, we talk over each other. We don't get to hear each other. So let me tell you one thing that happened, especially when I newly got married. One of the challenges I had as a mom, as a wife, when I newly got married was I have good point. A lot of people have good point, but the rate at which they put out the point is really a challenge. Yes. Hello, Pablo. Hello. Thank you for joining my live video. So the rate at which people address issue is really a challenge. Number one, let me tell you one secret. Hello, coming. One of these challenges I encounter is that I have some important, when I got married newly, I have some important point I want to say, especially if we had an argument and I want to say the point. So this is my own issues to you. If you have a valid point, you have a point and the point makes sense, this is what I want you to do. Number one, don't rush to say it. If you have a point that really makes sense, you don't need to rush to say it. You have to calm down to say it. Because when it is a point that makes sense, right? So let people have the opportunity to hear you calmly. Number two, listen. Sometimes we reply without listening. Listen to understand before you reply. If you're having a relationship with your girlfriend and you guys have issues, sometimes don't just rush to reply immediately. Understand what is she trying to communicate to me at this particular point. If people just say, oh, why did you shut the door? You just say, I shut it because I was coming in. No. Sometimes you have to understand that for him to ask why you shut the door that loud, it means he found it offensive. And that means this person is not happy. So as a guy, as a lady, if someone asks you a negative question, please don't reply immediately. Listen, is this person angry at the moment? Then before you can reply. Hello, thank you for joining my live video today. I'm so excited to meet new people all over the world. My name is Loveth and I live in Phoenix, Arizona. Thank you for tuning into my channel today. God bless you for your lovely comment. Please share this video and remain blessed. So the next point we also talk about is friendship. When a lot of women get married, they just sideline that friendship they had with their husband and go straight to wife. You can be a wife and still be a friend. So how do you become a friend? Number one, a friend is someone who you can confide in. So if a guy or your husband tells you something that he did or a decision he made very poorly, don't just say, oh, you would have done it like this. You have to listen to him. You have to say, okay, okay, I think. Then he said, please, can you help me? What do you suggest? If people say, oh, what do you suggest? It means they need your valid opinion. So for one of the reasons for you to be a friend to your husband, anytime he asks you to suggest or what do you think, those two words simply mean someone need your opinion to make a decision. Don't say, oh, anything you think is okay. No, don't say anything you think is okay. Instead, this is what I want you to say. Well, in my opinion, I will do it like this, but I also value yours too. What do you think for what I said? So now you are giving the person the opportunity to also evaluate you before, instead of saying you have to do it like this. Okay? Then one of the reasons that also make relationships sweet over the years is the date nights. When people get married, they don't fall out of love, they fall more into love. But unfortunately, in reality, the pressure of finances in marriage these days can make those kind of date night, relationship outings, spending more time together become difficult, because the bills don't end, and relationship, the family itself consume money, feeding, rent, transportation, healthcare. Ladies need to look good too. So these factors plays an important part in the relationship. So not just relationship, in spending quality time together. I would like to know your opinion and also want to hear from you. What are your challenges when you really got married, and how did you navigate it? Also, if you have a relationship issue, I would like to address them in the comment section now that we are live. Is this a therapy? Yes. For newly married and those who are about to marry, and ladies who are single. So if you have any question, is there a spider in your cloth? No? Did you see? I like to hear from you. Share me what you think about the relationship issues and marriage I just advised, and your challenges so far. That way I help you. Do you have any question today? Please be free to ask me. Relationship, sex, marriage is basically my niche. I help people to find true love in Nigeria or abroad or Africa. So if you are someone out there, probably you are living in the United States, Canada, or seeing this video from any part of the world, I will be glad to help your case. Or probably you have a relationship issue you are currently struggling on. Probably yours is anger management. I like to hi, I'm from India. Hi, Indians. Wow, nice to have you here. I have a lot of friends from Indians, and Indians are very nice people. I have a lot of friends from India whenever I do live videos. Hi, nice to meet you. So what challenges did you have when you started your new relationship or new marriage? Or you got married recently? What are the challenges you are currently having? Maybe we can talk about that. Someone may share their opinion on the comment section, and that can really help us, to help you too. Personally, about African guys. What do you want to know about African guys? Hi, wow. Ray Man says he's from America. What state are you from? Hi, Trenton. Hi. If you are a white, black, any race, I would like to know your opinion. Are they husband material? Okay, Moon asks, are African guys husband material? That's a good question. Yes. I love your dress. Thank you so much for that compliment. Oh, you're from Texas. Oh, I'm from Arizona. Nice to meet you. So, Moon asked a question. Are African guys husband material? Yes. We have a lot of African guys that are husband material. They are nice. They are well educated. In a relationship for last 6 years, and we are very fine. Perfect. I like to hear good, testimonies from others. Thank you, Trenton, for your comment. Thank you. So someone said African guys husband material. They are good. I married an African man. They are good. They are caring. They are well educated. and they have family values. But one thing I want to make you understand is this: when it comes to marriage, it's not just about the location of the individual, is the environment. Does the environment plays a part? Yes. Two, does family plays a part? Yes. Three, does education plays a part? Yes. Does religion plays a part? Yes. Religion plays a part in marriages? Yes. Does social media play a part? Yes. So when you talk about African men as like, is African man a husband material? It's not just the continent that you are getting married. You are getting married to an individual, one person. And when you want to make a decision, you make a decision of how that person treats you. Yes, your relationship with that person. When you evaluate that person, is this someone worth spending your life with? Because we don't generally, just because someone did something bad from a particular race, country, or continent, like, we don't generalize it. You have to know the person, you have to work with the person. That is how I feel it should be done. So yes, a lot of African guys are good. They are homely, they have family values, and they are nice. Do you have any other question? Thank you for your lovely comments. Do you have any question? We are talking about the secret of relationship. Thank you, no. Thank you so much. Wow. Take care. Thank you so much for your compliments. God bless you. So we're talking about marriage. When you started your relationship, what were your challenges? Some people is finance, like they had issue with finances. If the man is bringing the money, like the guy, and the lady is also bringing the money, do you support like 50-50 contribution for the marriage? Let me know what you think. Some people want 50-50, like, I'm working, you're working, we should bring 50-50. Some, in relationship, the guy works, the lady works, but most of the financial responsibility rests on the guy. you know why in some marriages, some people experience like this joint account. They've joined their money together, like, we want to do everything together. Thank you for liking this video. I really appreciate you for doing that. Please like, thank you so much. So this is also a factor that people put into consideration, like, hey, now that we are getting married, how much am I going to be bringing to the table? How much are you willing to give? Okay, if we want to make certain decisions like where to stay, what to eat, vacations to go, who makes the decision? Is it the person who earns more or the person who earns less? Basically, some men just leave this decision. Thank you so much. Some men just leave this decision to their wives. Some women like, hey, because I make more money from this, therefore I have to decide where we want to stay. I'm not comfortable with this place you want to choose. After all, I make the money. So that has also been a challenge for newly marrieds. Like, who takes the decision? Who makes the decision? If one party makes the decision based on the financial contribution to the home, it's going to make, it's very common in India to depend on men. It's also a cultural thing. Yes, depending on men is good, but I also advocate for ladies to have something they are doing, because sometimes when you depend on somebody 100% and along the line the person lose their job, life is fragile. People can have accident, people can lose their job, a spouse can suddenly die. You get it? So if a woman depends on a man 100%, it's not that it's not good, but you can have like, how do I put it? You can have financial challenge. There are two type of dependent on certain standard for the woman, because some men, they make you depend on them and make their wife not do nothing, but they set up like trust fund for the kids, they set up life insurance for the children. They have a lot of properties that the wife can fall back on when book comes to shelf. But some want the woman to be like depend on them, but they don't work or produce something that can benefit the family for more than 3 years. So that can really be a challenge. That can really, really be a challenge. So if you depend on your husband, good. But have something that you do, you know, that you can fall back on just in case, you know. And another thing is people also divorce. Nobody actually got married like, oh, I want to divorce. Nobody did that. But the most important thing over the years is that financial strength of a woman, it makes you have confidence to make decision. When a woman is financially strong, you, even if the man is giving to you, have something you are doing, it gives you the ability to make decisions without, you know, that confidence that comes with having your own money. You don't need to call, you don't need to beg, you have the decisions to make your own decision, the power to make your own decision anytime, any day. Two, it gives you security. If a woman is financially strong, it gives you security. Sometimes the man may have the money, but the issue at hand is this: there is an urgent and more important need he needs the money for. So this can be a challenge for some people. Like, hey, I want this at a particular time. And the guy like, hey, I know this is important, but we want to do this. So because the man is the sole head of carrying the responsibility, your needs can be put second sometimes. Yeah, girl are working here also, but as a man you have to do much com okay, else you lose everything. Okay. So some of our live fans from India, Shivan is telling us that in India the women work, but even as the women work, the men carries the responsibility of the family. You know, in Africa too, most men work to carry responsibility of the home, but more women are going out there now to not just work, they also contribute even more than the men now. So it's something that I advise that even if you are working, save for yourself, save for a rainy day. You know, you have kids. Like me, I have kids, I have 3 kids. So this can also be an issue for some people. When the man divorced, then you have to start life all over again. Some people are just used to this man carrying their responsibility, and that can really be challenging. So thank you for tuning into my video today. If you have any question on relationship, on marriage, on dating, or probably you're currently having issues in your marriage, one of the challenging issues in early marriage is anger management. A lot of people get married and find out that anger is one of the toughest challenge you're going to have. How people react when they're angry. So you must, in as much as you master how to love a man, you have to master how to manage his anger, how to know when he is angry. And believe it, dear sisters and brothers, if you can know how a man gets angry, you're going to know how to solve it. Number one, before someone gets angry, triggers around. So you have to identify, if you love someone, you should know the things he told you. Hey, I don't like this thing you are doing. You should know the thing he likes, the things he don't like. So when you see things he don't like and they are already presenting themselves, don't defend yourself. Don't be defensive. If people are already angry and you are being defensive at the moment, it triggers more anger. The best thing to say, just ignore. Okay, just ignore, just keep short. When they talk and talk and talk, then they go. Sometimes when you reply and he replies, the anger begins to increase, and that can really be a challenge. I'm not married, but you can share some special tips before marriage. Okay, one of the specialties I can share with you, Shivan, today is this. Number one, know how your partner gets angry. I know a lot of people will like, hey, we are going to get married. I love him, he loves me. It is good for you to know how your partner really gets angry and how high it can go. Some guys, when they get married, they slam the door, they break stuff, you know, they become violent, you know, they like they raise their voice to the roof. So this can put a strain on the love, on the relationship. It is better for you to know how it gets angry. Two, you have to know what is his priority. As every given time, even immediately some people get married, their next priority is not to have kids. So you guys must talk about these issues. Like, if I want to get married today, what is my husband's priority? This guy I'm currently dating. So they're like, hey, I want to take 2 years for us to be together, love ourselves, have time, vacation, know one another before we raise a family. Or I want to be able to secure a better job before we get married. So this is one of the things that I tell people: be on the same page with your partner. Okay, let the goals be solved together. If both of you have different goals as husband and wife, or those who want to get married, you tend to have issues with communication, priorities, because now the guys say, oh, I want to build a house, I want to buy my own house. Meaning we got married, I want to buy my own house. The lady like, hey, now I want to go to school, I want to start a business. So both parties are pursuing two different things. Actually, I am a man, I want to hear the guest perspective. Can you repeat? Oh, okay. But okay, let me give you some tips. If you want to get married to a girl, make sure the girl has the same dream with you. Like, what are your objectives? So make sure she's someone that can be a friend. Marriage is like two people being caged together in a cell to death. Yeah. So if you are someone who wants to be in the same cell with somebody, at least let it be someone who can make you smile. Yeah, someone who can make you smile, someone who you can talk with, someone who you are free to be with. Some people date, but they are not free to be, and like they don't go together. They don't, that vibes, that relationship vibes, that friendship is not there. If you remove sex from the picture, that vibe is not there. Do you get it? So you should be able to be with someone. Hey, can we go play table tennis? Can we go court? Can we go to the restaurant? Hey, can we just walk? Can we just hold hands? You must have that rapport, that relationship, that energy, that positive energy with you. You guys must, have that positive energy. Not like it's gonna be an introvert, or you must both of you must be introvert, but you guys should have that positive energy together. Okay. My Facebook name is Loveth Onojaeme. I'm on Facebook also. If you want to follow me on Facebook, I'm also on TikTok. On Facebook I have 121,000 followers. On TikTok I have about 32,000 followers. So if you want to follow me, um there we actually work together, so we have a very good bond. Yes. So, like, you must have someone who you rapport with. That way you guys can be partners for life. Hey, it's nice having this conversation. We're gonna do this again tomorrow, same time. I hope to see you again. Thank you for tuning in, and have a blessed day, a blessed week. Bye for now. Bye. So, a quick one. Those who dropped like messages, or want they want advice, just drop it in the comment section. I'm gonna reply you when I'm done. Be free. I'm gonna reply you when I'm done with this video. For those who want to have a personal talk with me, or just say, hey, I want to have a personal talk with you, and I will gladly reply you my email. That way you can also have a conversation with me. Good night. It's afternoon here in Arizona too. Bye.